blue-red duopoly where they think it's their turn if somebody else has not done well. You can vote to change everything. You can vote for fairness. You can vote for fairness in taxation. You can vote for fairness in your schools. You can vote for fairness and greenness in your economy. And you can vote to clean up politics and change it forever. No more safe seats. No more complacency. Better connection with the people. So your voice counts in every constituency, in every election, if you vote Liberal Democrat.
Thank you. I think, as far as I can remember, as I mentioned earlier on, it's always been Labour or Tory. And whichever gets in, there ain't going to be much of a difference because you couldn't get a cigarette paper between the two party policies. Now, the question is, what do you want in Bradford West? That's the question, what do you want? Do you want an independent voice who will represent you? Or do you want a party animal who will nod his head in agreement to his party and say, yes sir, whatever you say, 3 pounds closer? I'll tell you what, I'm part of the Respect Party, and I'm a big fan of George Galloway, and he's my hero. And everybody knows he is not scared of anyone. He will speak the truth, he speaks on justice, and he speaks on equality. And if Bradford West for once needs an independent voice, I promise you, I am that independent voice, because there is no party machinery up there who will push me around.
One thing I would promise, I'm a Green Party candidate, but what I promise, and I hope that every candidate on this table will do the same, is there'll be a hard-working MP. Most of what an MP does is serve their constituents and make them work for you. But one thing I would appeal is that we change politics in Bradford. Bradford, at the moment, we have people putting posters in gardens of people who rent houses to them. Eastern Europeans, it's been forced into their gardens. We've got clan politics. Let's kick that out and get rid of that. Whoever you vote for. I would like you to vote Green because we've got a lot to offer. But what I do say is vote by your conscience and vote for who you want and not be told by your family.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Can I thank you all for being here? And obviously I'd like you to vote for me, for Zahid Iqbal, Conservative candidate, because I want to bring change to Bradford. I want to work hard, I want to put some drive into it and be a voice for Bradford. And most importantly, what I don't want you to do is vote for 007 James Bond, because at the end of every film, James Bond blows the set up. So we don't want Bradford.
Thank you, Zahid. Everybody will remember 007 now, won't they? This is, ladies and gentlemen, a very, very important election. There's a whole heap of stuff at stake. It's your future, your children's future, and your grandchildren's future. And I have a very real stake in Bradford and Bradford West. I've lived in Bradford all my life. I've lived in Bradford West since 1990. I've been to every local school. My children have been to the local schools. My children work in Bradford. My grandchildren are going to school in Bradford. I have a stake in Bradford West. Vote for the local candidate. Vote for the person. Vote for the person whose own family lives in Bradford West, because he cares and has to care about Bradford West. Vote Labour in the local elections and vote Labour in the general elections.
Yeah. Just some very final comments. Just give me 1 minute, please. You've had your say. I've been polite enough to let you have your say. I'd like to wrap the proceedings. Thank you. I just want to say very quickly, thank you so much for being a good audience, and I thank the prospective party candidates for taking the time to come here today and talk about the issues which are important to all of us down here. Whatever Zaid might say about voting 007, I think I urge you, and this is important, that you think about the issues and what you think will make a difference to your lives, that ultimately the choice is yours. Please exercise your vote wisely. Thank you.